Hello from Varma. I hope all of you are fine. I was just preparing something very special for the coming month of July. Then I was thinking of our ancient naming process. For example, you take Narasimha. So, Narasimha is a person who is half man, half lion. Narasimha, man, lion. So, many of the names are just very simple and actually describing who the person is or what the person is. Padmanabha. So Padmanabha, Padma means a lotus and Nabhi is the navel. So somebody from whose navel a lotus comes, that is Padmanabha, and so on. Probably one of the most celebrated, most famous and beloved names of all would be Krishna. And Krishna happens to be one of the simplest also. You take a very beautiful dark child, a dark child you call dark, that is Krishna. So Krishna just means dark. So even the moon, the waxing and the waning of the moon, we have the new moon where there is no moon at all, we have the full moon which is very bright. So the period when it goes down and when it grows, so when it goes and when it grows, so that is the Krishna Paksha and the Shukla Paksha, the dark period and the white period. So I was just thinking of Krishna because the song I am preparing is super special. It is a collection of Lord Sri Krishna's stories taken from the Bhagavata Puranam. So normally the Bhagavatam, if we listen to the Bhagavatam being read and explained, it takes 7 days from morning 7 a.m. till evening 6:30 p.m. The whole day somebody reads and explains, reads. So if you take a Bhagavatam book, it will be this big. So that Bhagavatam, Maharaja Swathi Thirunal has just condensed the essence of Bhagavatam, completely centered on the stories of Lord Sri Krishna, both as a child, mostly as a child and as an adult also. It's a beautiful, beautiful composition which again illustrates Maharaja's love for dance also. For dancers, it's absolutely wonderful to do abhinayam to a song like this. Maharaja's composition on Ramayanam, Bhavayami Raghuramam, is very, very famous. Kamala Jasya, that is his composition on Dasavataram, it is not unknown but it's not very famous. And this song, it is his Bhagavata Sara Kirtanam, the essence of Bhagavatam Kirtanam, which I am working on now. So among many, many, many things, I mean, each line is worth explaining a lot. So I was just looking at one line where he speaks about the person who gave Krishna his name. So there are so many people who are into Bhagavatam, into Puranas and whatever. For them it is a very simple answer, but once I started working on this, I just randomly asked so many of my friends they believe in God and they love Krishna also. I just asked them, do you know who gave Krishna the name Krishna? And many, 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 many of them did not know. So many of these compositions, especially Muthuswami Dikshitar, for example, in one line, in one word, there would be a reference to an entire story from our Puranas. So it is not only essential that we know the word by word meaning of what we are singing, but we should have a grasp of the Puranas also. Now we no longer have an excuse saying, I don't know. I mean, for me, for example, when I was a kid in 1970s, even 80s, my source for Puranas was, apart from the stories told by my great uncle Maharaja Sri Chitra Thirunal and a few relatives like that, there was no internet. So the only source was Amar Chitra Katha comics, which is a very superficial way of learning, but you get a small idea. Then there were some books by C. Rajagopalachari, but they are all not in depth. But for that age, when we are 11, 12, 15, that was okay. But now the resources are so much more. Even children's books, beautiful, beautiful children's books with the Puranas have come out. And the internet is there. So just one name from a Purana. Who is this person? Vidura. Who is Vidura? somebody, we can just search and some information we can get. So, but Maharaja Swathi, though many of his compositions are relatively simple, are simple looking, like Sarasa Aksha Paripalaya. So, Sarasa Aksha, lotus eyes, Paripalaya, please protect me, Mam Ai Santata. Karunaya, kindly, Jagadisha. So, Jagadisha already has a meaning. He is the Lord of the earth, while Mahavishnu has Bhumi and Lakshmi as his two wives. So, Jagadisha is the Bhumi Devi's husband also. So, here I'll just give you one glimpse of what is to come. So, you know who named Sri Krishna, Krishna, just dark child. It is the famous, celebrated, divine astrologer Garga Muni. So, Garga Muni, when the new child was there with Nandagopa and Yashoda, they called Garga Muni to write the horoscope and predict the future of this child. So, he said, this child is going to become internationally famous and his name is going to live on long after his time. And he named him Krishna, Garga Muni. So, Maharaja Swathi, in this composition, so many references to stories like this. It is not just describing Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Namavali like that. So, look at this. I'll just Putana Vidalana Vidhuta Sujana Tapam Garga Muni Vihita Madhunamalapam. So, Garga Muni Vihita Madhunamalapam. Madhunamalapam. His name is sweet like honey. Gopika Sadana Krita Navanita Lopam. Gopika Sadana Krita. So, Gopika Sadana, he went to the houses of Gopikas and Krita Navanita Lopam, he made butter disappear. So, he stole butter. Then the Vishwarupam, he opened his mouth and showed the entire cosmos to his mother. Matru Nija Vadana Darshita Bhuvana Rupam. Matru Nija Vadana Darshita Bhuvana Rupam. Like that. So, this is just one small glimpse, but much more is coming. So, watch this space if you would like to learn not just glimpses but the entire composition. I have online teaching sessions coming up during 2 weekends in July, or maybe 2 weekends in July and 1 weekend first week or first 2 weeks of August. So, the details will be given later, when I hope to share this entire beautiful, humongous, ponderous and fascinating composition, absolutely brilliant composition by Maharaja Swathi, his Bhagavata Sara Kirtanam. And if you like our Puranas and particularly if you like Lord Krishna, then this is a must for you, because really something special. Bye.